Today, I'm playing the best F1 game on Roblox, but with my steering wheel. Will I be able to win a race? Find out in this video. So here we are on the track. We are here in the brand new circuit of Miami. This is where we'll be doing the race. And as you can see, it has been a while since I've driven with a steering wheel on Formula Apex. So before we even do the race, I'm going to do a bit of practice and I'm going to show you my best hot lap. Alright, so here we are at the end of the out lap. We are about to begin the hot lap. Gotta stay on the inside, but avoid getting a penalty. DRS activated, ERS activated, and we cross the line to start the lap. Then we brake at 150 meters, then go through the first apex very cleanly. Then on the inside of this corner, just avoiding the wall. Gotta be careful there. And then through this little main straight, I'm gonna get ready just to brake just a little bit through here. Try and keep the line tight as possible, but I kind of fumbled there. But anyways, through this corner, we want to brake, stay on the inside, let go through the outside line, just avoiding the wall. That's probably one of the best ways to take that corner. And then through the main straight, DRS activated, using all my ERS on this back straight, though I am saving a little bit as well for the final back straight as well. And then we brake when that curb starts, and then through that apex pretty clean. Then we take a little bit of a wider line there, which, well, initially worked out for us, but then we hit the wall, and we hit the wall again. That's not very good for our lap. And through that 90-degree corner, we kind of nail it through the, we get the good apex, but we hit the wall on the outside. That's going to be a problem. If I keep hitting the wall, we're going to lose little tenths, and that's probably going to make the lap not as good as I'd like it to. But anyways, here we are on the end of the back straight, and we're going to brake when the curb starts. Try and get a tight line as possible. I probably braked a bit too much there. We bounced off the wall there. Not ideal, but we didn't lose too much speed through there. And then through the main straight over here, DRS activated. What is that going to be? That's going to be a 128.2.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Which is honestly not that fast. Considering us doing that with a wheel, honestly, I'll let it slide. Alright, so here we are on the grid, getting ready for the race, and for some reason I just reversed. But anyways, it's lights out and away we go. That was probably one of the worst starts I've ever had, but starting off from P1, we stay in the lead, but we go wide into the first corner, and we already got our first warning. It seems that practice I've done earlier did not translate into the race, and that's not very ideal. On the inside, I think I've got a McLaren there as we go through the first corner, and I get a random bump. I kind of offset the car, and of course I hit the wall again on the outside, but I gotta calm down, try settle the car, concentrate, and just refocus, try and get back ahead into the lead. And now we cut over to Beast POV. As you can see, he's doing a crazy last to first challenge, and as you can see, that's me in the Porsche. As you can see, he goes a little bit wide, gets a warning, but he goes round the outside and overtakes me like I'm not even there. And considering he's one of the only fast people in this server, I think he's probably going to win this race. Alright, and now back to our POV. As you can see, I'm not going to let Beast just overtake me and let him get away with it. I've got to do something about this. So here we are on the track on the main straight. Got to make sure to brake and get the apex. Unfortunately, I totally missed the apex by 2,000 miles as we go a little bit wide through those corners. Got to make sure not to hit the wall. Then through this very tricky section, got to maneuver the car, not make too many mistakes. We got a perfect line out of that corner. I'm surprised I didn't get a penalty from cutting that corner a little bit. But anyways, on the main straight, I got the DRS, and right behind those guys, I got to make sure to overtake all of those guys and then try and push and get back to the leaders. As you can see, DRS and ERS activated, and then we brake into this final corner. Make sure not to go on the inside too much because that's risking a penalty. Still so many cars. Beast doing everything he can to stay ahead of me. And then obviously because of all the cars, we definitely get to, no, we do not, no DRS for some reason for this corner. But anyways, we try and brake on time. I did kind of understeer a bit, so I had to slow down the car, let the car do the turning in, make sure not to get another warning because I have no time for penalties. We've already got one warning. I have to be careful. And then through here, we overtake Beast, but he gets back at us. And then we go tight through those lines. Got to be careful not to go too wide through there. Had to sacrifice some speed there, not to make a big mistake. And then through here, unfortunately, we barely hit the wall. The front wing is still intact, and that wall is very good if you want to lose your front wing. But anyways, here we are on the main straight. DRS activated. This is my chance to get back at them. DRS, we got all that to me. Unfortunately, I am out of ERS because I'm not good at managing my ERS. And as we go to the next corner, we go straight ahead, and that's an absolute disaster. This video is sponsored by our partners at INV Works. These guys make amazing UGC accessories, including helmets, hats, radio headsets, and tons more. These products are high quality and at a very affordable price. Get some incredible UGCs at their Roblox store. The link will be in the description. While I try to recover the car, let's take a look at Beast's POV. As you can see, he has the DRS on the final corner. He nails the line, nails that apex, but I think what's happened is right behind him, that's where I was, and that's where I made the mistake, as Beast makes a small mistake of his own, but that doesn't stop him from catching up to those two McLarens. He needs to overtake those two McLarens if he wants to get into the lead. He's got the DRS now. He's out of ERS. He's checking the reboot times for some reason. You know what? I'll allow it. Anyways, DRS, climbing, that's top speed. But the thing is that he doesn't have the DRS. That's not going to help him much as he goes into this corner. He brakes a bit too late. Not very ideal if you want to get the best line out of the final corner. But anyways, through that through that main straight, as Beast turns on the DRS, and he's right behind them. He's catching up through the first apex, absolutely nails it. The McLaren being a bit silly with the track limits, but anyways, let Beast cook right now. He's right behind them, and then we're gonna have the sequence of tight corners. He's gotta nail it through the first one, does a bit of correction through the second one, keeps it clean, goes a bit wide, but uses that to stay on the inside. Doesn't go too wide into this corner because that's very risky, getting a penalty. He goes a bit slow through that final little corner there, but he does get good momentum, and he's catching up quickly to those two McLarens. And now no DRS on this main straight actually, which is quite bizarre, but anyways, he keeps on going. He's no ERS, so it's kind of a sitting duck over here. Then he breaks into this corner, goes through that. As you can see, that McLaren didn't get the best apex, and here is Beast. He's arrived to get those overtakes, goes through the corner, absolutely nails it, overtakes one McLaren for free, the other McLaren hits the wall, and Beast is in the lead of this race. Alright, back to our POV, where the race is kind of becoming boring, but then in the corner of my eye, I see Root Cell, and I realize perhaps I could go for P4 over here. I just need to concentrate and push, and perhaps I could overtake him, but that's going to take a bit of time as we go into the first corner, breaking around 100 meters. A bit later, as you can see, I just missed the penalty zone, but then obviously we hit the wall on the inside, you know, because why not? And then as we go on the main straight, getting ready for the next sequence of corners. Through the first, I do brake a bit when I'm using the wheel because I need to lose a bit more speed, I guess. I don't know. But then we go on the inside, very close to getting a penalty on the teetering edge. We got a good, I'd say a decent exit. And as you can see, that momentum is helping us. And it seems that I am able to catch up to Kimmy. I'm getting closer and closer. DRS has been enabled. We are catching up to the McLaren. We're very close. The DRS is insanely powerful. Obviously, he's got no DRS. We brake just in time. We missed the apex. The McLaren does not.
Bruh.
He is able to run away, but as I say that, he hits the wall, and that's absolute disaster for him. I did get a little bit close to that corner there, so I hope I don't have any damage. There's no real way to check that. But anyways, it's time to look ahead and focus. Alright, and here we are at the end of the lap, and I decided, you know what, let's just throw it in the pits, get some new tires on, because the undercut can be quite powerful as we absolutely fumble the entry once again. I hope there's no serious damage because of that. Anyways, we go into the pit lane, and
they haven't got the tyres ready. The tyres aren't ready.
What is that? And as you can see, my front wing wasn't broken. I don't know why that's happened. Maybe I've lost something else. Maybe I've lost a rear wing. I've got no idea at this point. But anyways, because of that inconvenience, that's allowed Kimmy to get back ahead of me. So instead of trying to get a maybe to Mushy or Nura, I'm going to have to get my P4 back, and that's going to take a lot of time. Alright, and a lap later, here we are. You could see that McLaren is right over there, and I should be able to overtake him maybe in the next sector. Obviously, we do get a warning as per the usual, but ignoring that, it's not too bad at the moment. But anyways, we go on the main straight, no DRS here, so we're not that close to Kimmy, but I think we can try and close to him anyways. So here we are into this corner, hit the wall a little bit, and we nail the apex. No, we don't nail the apex. We get another warning that we're absolutely risking our race for no reason as we go through that corner a little bit wide. Could have gone faster through that. And then through the 90-degree corner, I kind of had to correct that before I made the turn there, because if I continued at the initial path, I would have definitely got a full penalty. So I guess it was a good idea to be careful there. But anyways, that's going to help Kimmy get even further with my continuous mistakes. And I'm starting to think that I might not be able to catch up to Kimmy again, as of course we absolutely understeer into the final corner. Alright, and on to the next lap. I have recomposed and we are even closer to him than we were in the previous lap, which I think means we should be getting a nice helping of DRS. As I say that, there's the DRS. We are right behind him. We've got the DRS and we're getting closer and closer. He doesn't even have any DRS. That's going to help us so much into the next corner, though. We've got to make sure not to outbrake ourselves. We go through the corner pretty well, but then I think this time we're going to overtake him. We're right behind him through that corner, a little bit too close to that corner. Almost broke the car again. You could see that McLaren did not get a good exit there, and that's going to help us. We're getting even closer, and now we get the DRS. This time we should be able to overtake him. I tried to maybe go for an overtake, but unfortunately not enough speed, and I think he had DRS as well. So because of that, I just decided to back out of it as we try and overtake on the inside there. We end up switching lanes, I think, and then switching again. You can see, I mean, yeah, you can go through the cars, but use your imagination. But then that's when I realized I was just pressing a button. I wanted to see my tire wear. There's something red over there, and that's my rear wing. I honestly, this is like after recording, I have no idea where I've lost it. I have an idea of where I could have lost it, but there's no way to confirm that. I haven't seen it. I don't have Kimmy's POV either, so he wouldn't be able to show me either. But I guess if you're watching this video, you can tell me in the comments, because I have no idea where I've lost that. And because of that, I think that's going to cause problems in terms of like general steering and maybe even tire wear. Who knows? But anyways, and as you may have noticed earlier, I did also get a penalty there. So I definitely got to recompose, ignore the damage, do whatever I can to manage and try and get back ahead. Alright, and here we are on lap number 9. And now you can see I'm even closer to the McLaren. I get the DRS. I go round the outside. I'm going to outbrake myself. A little bit of understeer king in 2, because I think my rear wing is causing me a bit of a problem. But unfortunately, luckily I still have my front wing, which means I'm going to be okay. As long as I don't lose my front wing, I think I should be fine. He does get back at me though, but I think this time, definitely DRS, a little bit of ERS that I have left. I'm going to use that to try and get ahead of him, and that works out, well, kind of works out. He's still there. He's still in the gearbox, and I just break into this corner, try and get a better cornering than he does. I go a bit wide, and again, I'm just absolutely sabotaging my own race at this point. But anyways, he's still there. It's not the time to panic. There's still about 3 laps left in the race as we get DRS, get the overtake done, and as we go into the first corner, we get massive understeer there. Luckily not to get any penalties there, and you can see he's still there. Kimmy has good pace and he's really able to catch up, and as I'm starting again to think about that rear wing damage, and I also wanted to check the tire wear, because when you think about it, I did pit very early. I mean, I think Kimmy pitted the same lap as I did, but the rear wing missing and the increasing tire wear, maybe because of my driving style, that's causing me some problems, and that could cost me P4. Right, so here we are. We're about to enter the 11th lap of this race, not the final one. And I think at this point, even though, yes, there's like 2 laps left, I need to make this count. I need to get the overtake done before it's too late. So we're going to enter the next lap and make it count as much as possible. As we go into the first corner, we get a good apex. Don't go too wide through that first corner. And then making sure not to hit the wall on the inside. We need to close in to that McLaren, to Kimmy. And then we are right behind him now. And then we're going to go through the sequence of tight corners, and we are absolutely enraged, making sure we catch up to him. Unfortunately, we go a little bit wide there. That's going to cost us another warning there. So if I get one more warning, the race is as good as over. And remember, this isn't the last lap. There's a lap after this, so I need to be careful. But anyways, we go through that straight. We get the DRS, and we are going to close up to him very quickly. Well, hopefully. I've got no ERS to help me, but we are kind of closing in. And then Make sure not to make any mistakes, but he makes a massive mistake. He's straight into the wall, and that is unfortunately the end of the amazing battle me and Kimmy had. That was a great battle. I wish we had more of those in my other videos. But anyways, GG's to him. And I think that's going to seal us the P3. And now we cut over to Beast POV, who's had an excellent race. 26 seconds ahead of P2. And he wins that race in a very funny style. But anyways, it's been a great race for us. Especially after that incident on probably lap number 2. We've done amazingly to recover. And of course, as I say that, of course we have to bottle on the final corner. You got to concentrate, Zach. Anyways, as we go through the final corners, I can't believe I'm saying this, but it's gonna be a podium at the Miami Grand Prix, P3 to be exact. If you have enjoyed this video, do make sure to like and subscribe. Consider becoming a YouTube member or sending super thanks to support the channel. And thanks to Creeperman, Meta Studios, and Mr. Dilophosaurus for being ultimate members.